Hello and welcome to Stellaris the Freehold. I am TJ Hafer, and this is going to be our midterm replacement for our regular Monday through Friday Just Me series. It's typically been EU4 or CK2 in the past. It doesn't mean we're not ever going to go back to EU4, but I had a desire to play some Stellaris, so I think we're going to give this a shot. This is actually a concept for an empire I came up with a while ago, and I did kind of a mini AAR as them on Twitter in, I want to say it was the 1.4 patch, but I've kind of remade them for 1.6. The idea behind the Freehold is that they are a society that believes in a very specific, very zealous idea of individual freedom. They're kind of the democratic crusader AI type taken to the extreme. And so the three laws that the Freehold follow and will be followed strictly in RP terms throughout this run. Do as you will is the highest of all laws. The observer, who is like our president, shall take no action that limits the ability of any person to do as they will. And third, possibly most importantly for generating conflicts, the observer has a responsibility to call for direct action against any government or group which acts to curtail the will of any person. That will include other empires, that will include factions within our own empire. So it's going to be a kind of a weird ideological experiment RP run that I think is going to be pretty fun. We obviously are a representative democracy. We are a free haven, so we are going to be accepting lots and lots of other species into our empire. And we are a beacon of liberty. Fanatic, egalitarian, and xenophile are our guiding ethics. Deviants, because obviously they grow up in a society that elevates personal freedom to such importance that they're all going to go and have their own ideas, which is going to create some interesting conflicts if maybe their own idea to do as they will is to form a monarchist faction and try to overthrow the government. Charismatic, nomadic, adaptive. They are very kind of free-thinking and like to go visit new places and are very good at adapting to them. Solitary, because their focus on egoism can kind of cause them to not get along super well all the time. That is the rundown. This is our galaxy setup. Gonna have about, and not including fallen empires, probably about 18 other empires. I think that's a pretty good balance for a huge galaxy to where it doesn't feel way too overcrowded, but it also doesn't feel completely barren. And it'll give us a lot of different types of aliens to interact with, but not so many that they just stop being meaningful because we can't keep track of them all. And as has been requested, I did not put any of my own pre-made empires into this run, so it's going to be completely randomly generated. Excuse me. Alright. In the eons since the first primitive Dwyn communities took shape on the great savannas of Striven, our civilization has spread and prospered. We were driven forward by steady scientific progress, and armed conflicts between nation-states became increasingly rare. The framework of a global democratic government was eventually laid, and when the last holdouts voluntarily joined, we stood united as a single nation. Now, after the discovery of the hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Freehold have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. So the first thing we're going to do... let's see, we want to look at our... policies and edicts. So our war philosophy, we're going to say unrestricted wars. Obviously, no reason we shouldn't be able to do that. Food stockpiling. This is an interesting moral question. We're always already kind of getting into those. I'm going to keep it on minimal. I'm going to say that, you know, the government hanging on to food isn't necessarily something that these guys would want. Orbital bombardment is also a very interesting one. I think we're going to keep it on the highest available, because if our military commanders want to kill a bunch of people, that's fine. Resettlement is prohibited, because that would be making people move against their will. First contact, we'll keep it on peaceful. I mean, really, RP-wise, it would be up to whatever captain makes contact what to do. But we don't want them to automatically be forced to attack, so it should be okay for them to attack, but that's not a choice in Stellaris. Slavery is obviously going to be prohibited. Purges are obviously going to be prohibited. We're also going to encourage free thought, because that is something our society is based around. So, planetary governor. Adaptable, that's fine. One thing we are not going to do is we're not going to hire any governors that have an authoritarian personality trait. So that's going to be another concept of our RP here, and we will start building some stuff down here. Want to start with food as usual, so we will we'll stick a farm down here, and we will start some research. Solar panel networks are good. In the early game, we'll do monthly influence will be nice. We're obviously not going to use propaganda broadcasts. Although I guess we could. I mean, there's nothing really limiting to freedom about presenting propaganda. It's really more what people do with it. And then we will grab powered exoskeletons. Get some extra minerals going. And that, I think... Oh yeah, we might want to upgrade our spaceport as well. I'll wait for the solar panel. I won't build any ships yet because we don't really need them. Science ship can begin surveying the system. So it looks like Striven is a moon of the gas giant Buntargi's Citadel. And we are located pretty close to the core. Actually, just a very short jump from the core. In the galactic north. Almost the very center of the galactic north, actually. Alright. I'm pausing the game. Bumping up the speed. And we will start constructing some stations immediately. Let's see. Oh yeah, we also need to set our species rights. So default rights. Everyone gets full citizenship. We're gonna keep decent. We're gonna keep living standards on decent because social welfare is probably alien to their idea of government. We're gonna let anyone be an officer in the military. Obviously, colonization is allowed. No population controls, obviously. No migration controls, obviously. So let's make sure that we have their rights set. Yes, okay. So everyone that comes to our empire is going to have all of the same freedoms. We are not going to restrict that at all based on species.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. I might actually install some graphical mods for
construction complete.
Stellaris. I'm getting a little bored of the default backgrounds. Let's see. Oh, we want surface queue. I actually don't need to build anything right now because our pops have not grown to the point where that is going to be beneficial to us. So we'll just wait until we have enough to build a research station here. Or we're already building a research station.
Construction complete.
So we want to go build some mining stations over here. I would really love to see possibly a DLC that makes the early exploration of your own solar system and your own galactic neighborhood a little different. Like maybe make it almost like an era in EU4 where things just work a little differently. Because I feel like you jump onto the galactic stage pretty quickly And it would be interesting to have more of
Construction complete.
an insulated early game where you deal with factions and stuff and try to finance space travel. It might not be right for the scope of Stellaris, but it's an idea I've had a couple times in the past. Okay, waiting for the cash to build our mining station here. Leaders gained a level. Awesome. I think we have a colonizable planet here, probably. It is a Savannah world. These are all Savannah worlds. We actually kind of lucked out. Often I will only get 2 colonizable planets per system. Keep plopping down those mining stations. Discovery of alien life. Interesting. So that is our science ship on Chiselian 3. Looks like we've come across dangerous wildlife. So the amazing discovery has silenced those who believe we are alone in the universe. None of them are sentient. Well, they are sentient. They are not sapient, I believe, would actually be the more correct terminology there. Planetary Anomalia. All right.
Construction complete.
We are kind of in that weird phase right now where the stuff that's been announced for the next expansion is so exciting that I'm like disappointed that this version of the game doesn't have it yet. Anyway, I think we're gonna start with. Let's see. This would give us what's the most freedom. I think we'll go with Discovery, actually. Or maybe Expansion. Yeah, let's start with Expansion, actually. I think our people would be eager to expand.
Research complete.
More than anything else. Hydroponic farms. Oh, we have our first faction. Under scientist Thaloth, they call themselves the Free Elections Watch. Their members work for equality and justice for all denizens of our empire. A disgruntled faction. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty pretty appropriate for our first faction. I think we'll go with hydroponic farms. We're not going to do farming subsidies because subsidies are against what our species stands for. Anti-autocratic, so they like that. Reproductive freedom, they like that. Anti-caste, they like that. I don't know how we could make them any happier, possibly, but they're pretty happy right now, so that is a good thing.
Construction complete.
Minor mandate fulfilled. Awesome. Probably shouldn't be a mandate. It should be a suggestion and an observation. More than a mandate, but we will take it. Let's see, let's get a mining network ready over here.
Construction complete.
Start exploiting these resources. Oh, our science ship hasn't been doing anything. How many people are yelling at me in the comments? Is that another empire already? I had clustered starts off, but we might have just wound up next to another empire. That would definitely be interesting. Oh, there's a mega structure.
Research complete.
A ruined Dyson sphere. I've never seen this before.
Research complete.
Despite its age, the megastructure's basic frame is largely intact. necessary technology and vast amounts of resources, the sphere could be potentially repaired. Okay. So we might get ourselves a free Dyson sphere here. Interesting. Interesting. Solar panel networks. We'll go with administrative AI. Nothing wrong with a little AI. If people want to build sentient machines, that's their business. We are not no one to turn them down on that. 40,000 minerals. I think that's well over our current mineral cap, so we're not going to be able to fix that thing for a long time. Even when we do, it looks like it's going to take 10 years to repair. That's cool. I did not even know that that was a thing. Okay. Build a mining station. We are running into energy issues. We're going to clear this tile blocker.
Anomaly found.
Atmospheric readings. So this has natural beauty, which is nice.
Complete.
This one has nothing. Oh, we failed. This planet has more resources, but this planet has a better landing site for the capital. I think we'll start here in terms of colonization. Construction ship. Let's go build some mining stations.
System survey complete.
And then we will get ready to grab ourselves a colony ship here momentarily. We've encountered the remains of an enormous space structure in Ophiel, encompassing the system's primary what? I don't know. Our scientists theorize that this may have once been a functional Dyson sphere, a megastructure designed to harness the power of a star. It's obviously no longer operational, with its hull having sustained critical damage from an unknown type of energy weapon. Of note are also the large debris fields surrounding the sphere. Although the megastructure itself is ancient, much of the debris in the system appears to be significantly younger. Most of it seems to originate from two distinct battle fleets that pummeled each other into oblivion, possibly in a war to decide ownership over the shattered sphere at some point in more recent galactic history. So, we will want to hang on to that for dear life until we can fix it.
Anomaly found.
Energy economy is getting better. Gigantic skeleton. I'm gonna skip just for anyone who doesn't have skill 3 or higher. Anyone who hasn't seen these events yet, I'm gonna skip any ones that I deliberately know that I've already seen a million times. So I apologize if you don't play Stellaris, but I've read some of these so many times that I don't really have
Situation log updated.
any desire to do anything but just click through them. So I can leave them up on screen for like 2 or 3 seconds, so if you want to pause and read it, you can.
System survey complete.
We're next to 2 black holes. I'm really hoping neither of those has a Leviathan in them. It's a little bit worrying. A little bit. How is our surface construction going? Good, we've got a pop growing here.
Complete.
Might actually want to build an autochthon monument
Research complete.
for our next... Oh, there we go. Can upgrade our farms. That's what we're going to do next. New research, heritage sites, growth speed. Yeah, we'll go down the growth speed path. And you don't have enough to build a research station right now. But you do now. I tend to play tall in the early game. Let's see, traditions available. Colonization fervor. Frontier outposts. Yeah, let's go with... I don't really care about frontier outposts, so we'll go with colonization fervor. We want to explore the galaxy and all of its mysteries. Are we building something down here already? Oh yeah, we're upgrading. Duh. We're upgrading our farms.
Complete.
It was like literally 2 seconds ago that
System survey
I
complete.
gave that order.
Anomaly
Not
found.
literally, but almost. You get what I'm saying. Trying not to be one of those people who says literally when they don't actually mean literally. Alpha aliens, enigmatic spacefarers. Is it Tianki? It's Tianki. Oh gosh, I wonder what it is. Oh gosh, let's investigate.